Good afternoon mga katribu, I am Matthew Pirante-Pérez and welcome to Spotlight. Joining me today would be one of the most influential filmmakers since Lino Broca and one of the most talented actors of this generation. Mga katribu, please welcome Direk Joel Lamangan
Hello.
and Gawad Urian winner Alan Dizon.
Hello,
Hello.
good afternoon.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming, both
Thank
of you.
you. Thank you,
It's
Matthew.
an honor
So,
for us.
I am very excited to have you both here. We're going to be talking about your movie, your upcoming movie, your career. How has it been for you, Direk Joel?
Well, so far, it was a good ride. Maganda naman ang nangyayari sa akin. Last year, I made 6 movies. 2022.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, and then nagkasakit ako. Na-atake ako. Na-triple bypass ako.
Hala.
I just got out of the hospital last December.
And you're back to work.
And I'm back to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 movies, a triple bypass, and Direk is back to work.
Yes.
You make me look lazy. You make me look lazy. And how about you, Alan? How are things
Ah,
with you?
very good, very good. Like Joel, yan. Siguro last year, nakatapos ako ng 5 movies din. Last year. So, this is the normal after the pandemic, di ba?
Yeah.
Ito na
Parang
yung
revenge
start.
siya.
Oo, parang biglang nagdamihin yung mga project, di ba?
Right, right. Wow.
Iba na kasi ang movie making nowadays. Hindi na kagaya nung araw na 25 shooting days, 31 calendar days. Ngayon, hindi na ganun. 7 days, 5 days,
5
you have to
days.
finish the movie. 8 days, you have to finish the movie. Kaya nakaka-anim, kaya nakaka-5 kami.
Lima.
When you say 7 to 8 days, is this like a full feature film,
Yeah,
full-length film?
yes, full feature.
How is that done?
Well, it can be done.
Yeah, apparently. it
So
can.
amazed ang mga abroad people, lalo na yung mga foreigners, they're so amazed that Filipinos can do good movies sa time frame na yun.
Only 5, 7 days.
Na 5, 7, 8, 10 days.
10 days.
Wow. Kasi Alan, remember, di ba? We worked together in Kung Fu
Yeah.
Kids in 2008.
Yung soap opera, no?
Yeah, we had that scene in
Yung museum.
a museum. Yes, that was.
Pag taping naman kasi parang it's like 30, 40 sequences a day.
Oo.
Yes,
Di ba?
but that took us the whole day. Actually, almost 24 hours.
Following day, you
Yeah,
know?
following day. And now we can do feature films in 7 to 10 days.
Well, there are people are doing that for 4 or 5 days. May gumagawa pa nga na 3 days.
Sa pelikula, no?
Really.
I am amazed. I am amazed.
Yeah,
right
really.
now.
May gumagawa noong ganon.
Kasi naalala, like I said, naalala ko yung sa atin na, di ba? We were there for more, like, hindi naman more than 24 hours, but
Parang
we
ganun
were
na rin.
there na, parang ganun na
Parang
rin.
ganun.
Parang ganun na rin. And that was just, I don't even know if that was enough to finish one episode.
Oo. Parang hindi. Hindi ganun.
Parang hindi, di ba? Kasi
Parang
we
hindi.
were on location eh. That was it.
Oo. Doon lang tayo. Siguro mga ano lang yun. Mga 2 days lang siguro. 3 days na palabas. Hindi yung whole week.
Yung whole week.
Nung araw, tinatawanan si mother sa pito-pito. Sabi, pito-pito, cheap daw. Ngayon, yun na ang ginagawa.
Oo, lahat.
When you say mother, talking about Mother Lily?
Mother Lily,
Pito-pito.
ka 7 days na ginagawa ang film. Siya nag-umpisa noon ng araw. Noon yun, sabi, cheap, bakit pito-pito? Binabanata nila. Ngayon, hindi na. Yun na talaga ang
Parang
kalakaran.
norm na siya ngayon.
Oh, yun ang kalakaran ngayon. Wala nang gumagawa, ewan ko kung meron pa, baka meron pa ng malalaking mga pelikula na multi-budgeted, malalaki ano.
Yeah,
lalo na ngayon, hindi pa
Digital.
masyado pumapasok ang tao sa sinihan.
That's true.
Lalo
That
na
is true.
nag-pandemic.
The pandemic really crippled the
Right,
entertainment
right,
industry,
right.
particularly in the cinemas, because a lot of people made do with streaming.
Yes.
They made do because the option to go to the cinemas was never really there.
Yes.
It was off the table for more than a year, because I remember when we reopened the cinemas
years.
sometime in late 2021, people were still apprehensive. I covered that in the news before. I saw one of the movies that came out. I mean, one of the movies that was released after the restriction was Dune.
Dune.
Yeah, the Timothy Chalamet film
Yes.
with Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, I saw that and I covered it. Dalawa lang kami sa sinehan.
Walang
Wala
tao
masyadong
talaga.
ano.
Walang tao.
Walang tao.
It's as if-
Takot pa sila eh, no?
Yeah, it's as if I rented the cinemas and it's just me and the friend.
Parang there's a special showing for you.
Yeah.
Yun lang.
diba? But I do miss the jam-packed cinemas. I mean, I know we've had
Like
guaranteed
before.
seats. I know
Yeah.
we've had guaranteed seats for more than 10 years na, pero namimiss ko yung nakaupo sa may steps.
Sa side, no?
Sa aisle,
Sa
na
stop,
nakaupo
sa
ka
steps,
lang.
tama.
I miss that, yung pagka-blockbuster talaga ng films. And speaking of films, when you said 7 days, is it because of technology? Does
No, it
technology
is
have something
because
to do with it?
walang pera. Walang masyadong pera ang producer. Hanggang doon lamang ang kaya ng producer.
So we have to make
You have to make do of that and plan it properly that you will be able to finish really 8 and 7 days in a good way. Mas mahirap ngayon, mas mahirap.
I can imagine.
Mas
7
mahirap.
days.
Kasi kailangan pagandahin mo, kailangan ayusin mo, pero meron ko lang 7, 5, 6 days to do it.
But you being one of the most celebrated directors in Philippine history, how can you
Well, I have a very good staff.
okay.
Alright? Mahusay ang aming pre-production. We plan it properly. Hindi pwede na pag nag-shooting ka, assign ka ng 12 sequences, hindi ka pwede maglaglag for the next day.
Right.
Kasi malaking problema yon, dadagdag ka doon sa
Budget.
susunod na araw.
Yes.
So, we see to it na mahusay ang programa, mahusay, more organized ang sistema. And I have very good line producers, si Dennis Evangelista. He's here with us.
Hello, Dennis.
Yes.
Hi.
May mga staff kami na yun ang ginagamit namin every time. We do not have to speak, they know
They're-
what we want. Alam na nila.
Yes, they can intuit what you want
Yes,
as a director because
yes.
they've worked with you so many times in the
Yes,
past.
yes.
Right. Now, now that you mentioned na medyo budget-wise, floundering pa ang industriya, does that also affect the talent fees of not only the lead stars, not only the supporting cast, but more importantly,
Somehow,
the background, the extras?
somehow, may mga production na kinakausap ang mga main stars para bawasan ng konti kasi ito
Talent
lamang
fee.
naman ang budget. May mga pumapayag, may mga hindi pumapayag, pero pushing through pa rin yung pelikula. Sa ibang ano na lang bumabawi. Halimbawa, ang location. Okay, pwedeng pakiusapan, pwedeng ganyan, pwedeng ganito.
Okay.
Yun. Pero, ginagawa pa rin yun.
So we make adjustments where we can
Yes.
to make the movie happen.
Yes. We have to do it that way in order to exist or else mawawala. Napakahirap ngayon dahil walang pumapasok dahil napakamahal ng sine.
Nasa 300 something.
350 to 450. Kapag ikay ordinary worker lamang, pupunta ka sa mall. Hindi lang 350 dapat ang pera mo.
Siyempre.
Kakain ka pa, mamamatay ka pa. Dapat may 1,000 ka kasama mo, girlfriend mo.
May
Sa
popcorn and
mga anak
drinks
mo.
pa yan.
Popcorn
marami.
pa.
Mahirap. Isa yun sa dahilan kung bakit wala nang masyadong nanonood.
Totoo, kasi on a regular family day, when you take your family out, no, like, dinner, movies, probably a few arcade games here and there, malalagasan ka kagad ng 6,000.
Automatic.
Minsan,
More than.
More pa. Na-experience ko na yan.
Oo.
Kasi yung ordinaryong tao, bibili na lang nila ng bigas at ulam, yung 450 at 350, para sa kain nila. Kaysa manood ng sine. Inaantay na lang nila yung pirated. Kasi yung pirated, kahit sa buong pamilya, isang taon nilang panoorin,
Pwedeng manood.
paulit-ulit.
Paulit-ulit.
Pwede.
Yeah. But, yun nga, given that you've mentioned the challenges of the pandemic and the cost, kasi syempre, kaya maraming manood o konti manood, hindi naman nagbabago yung rate ng kuryente. Kaya hindi naman nila pwedeng slash basta-basta. Kasi yung operating costs mo remain the same. What do you think should be done to address these issues to get people back in the cinemas?
The government should come in, for me.
The government
Just like in any other countries, like Korea, Thailand, the government comes in to help. If the government can at least subsidize the amount ng sine na binabayaran ng tao at maging 200 o 150 lang, baka sakaling dumami ang manonood.
para ma-revitalize,
Para
ma-reignite
ma-revitalize,
yung
para
industry.
matulungan, para bumalik sa pagkakatayo. Kasi as it is, parang Lalo na taas ng taas ang gasolina. Parang lalo na naman tataas ang sine.
Well, that is a fair assessment.
Yes.
Totoo
Kaya
naman.
nga kailangan pumasok na ang gobyerno this time. Pag-aralan kung paano masubsidize ang panonood ng sine ng mga tao. Instead of 450, kahit 200 na lang.
Kalahati, Direk.
Kalahati. Government yung kalahati.
Well, let's hope that the government will double down on their efforts to support
I
the
hope.
arts.
I
am
hope. I
hoping.
hope. I hope the government will see it really as an industry.
Because it is. It is an industry.
Because the government doesn't see it that way.
Well, here's hoping that they would. Because
Of course, they must. They must, because this industry can bring in the dollars for them if it is properly planned, just like in any other country.
Just like in South Korea.
Like in
among
South
other
Korea,
places.
just like in other Latin American countries.
Tama.
Because the government's spending for that. Our government, puro ano lang pahapyaw tulong. I mean, that's not. Kailangan pag-aralan how they will be able to help the industry. I, for one, would like them to subsidize the cost of the tickets.
That seems like a very good idea. That's among
Yes.
other things. That seems like a very
Yes.
good idea.
Yes.
As for sorry, go ahead,
Because the
please.
theater owners would not say yes to that.
Well, the local government subsidizes a huge portion of actually not a huge portion, but the entire portion of the ticket cost for senior citizens and PWDs.
I know.
But that practice was stopped in 2020.
Yes, I
and
know.
they have not yet issued the movie booklets for people with disabilities and senior citizens. So maybe it's a business plan that they can look at, to revitalize the industry. But yeah, before that, I'm going to ask Alan. Alan, how have you been and what have you been up to last year and this year?
Last year, yun, nakagawa ko nung 5 films, Pamilya sa Dilim, Ligalig with Ate Guy, and of course, yung Oras de Peligro namin, Direct Joel. Tapos yung showing kami ngayon, yung Latay with Lovey Po, Director Draston Hober. So, yun yung mga ginawa ko last year. And this year, meron kami gagawin also with Adolf Alex naman, with Jacqueline Jose. About Acetylene Love, ang title.
Wow.
So, yun. Dire-diretso rin.
It has been a very busy year for the both of you, Direk and Alan. No?
Oh,
Well, busy is always good, especially when projects are coming in.
Totoo.
It's a good kind of busy, and it's a good kind of tired. I don't think as an actor, seeing your calendar full of events, now that's happiness.
Oo, yun.
It really is.
Yun yung gusto natin ginagawa eh. Yung passion mo sa acting. Yun yung... Ako hindi ko napapagod eh. Parang like Direct Joel.
Kasi gusto mo ang ginagawa.
Gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, mahal mo yung
Hindi
ginagawa
ito
mo.
tinitingnan bilang trabaho.
Yeah.
Kasi ako, pag hindi ako nagtatrabaho, lalo ako nanghihina.
Pag nasa bahay ka,
Pag
Direct,
nasa
no?
bahay, lalo na
Buti pag nag-shooting ka, Direct,
Oo,
masaya.
lalo na isang linggo nang wala kang ginagawa.
Tama.
Parang kakaproblema na ako. Iniintay ko yung pag-ring ng telepono para meron,
Shooting na.
ano.
So work keeps you active.
Yes.
Work keeps you from being soggy and sedentary.
Work keeps me alive.
Work keeps you alive.
Yeah.
I love the phrasing of that.
Yeah.
Work keeps you alive. Work keeps you alive. Wow. All right, let's talk about your upcoming film, Oras de Peligro.
Yes.
Sa peligro.
Was this also shot in 7 days?
Seven, but Dennis,
Medyo mahaba tayo, Direct. Parang 10.
10 days, 10 days.
10 days.
Talagang we really are going for that. Okay, without giving anything away, what is Oras de Peligro about?
Ay, si
Well,
Direct.
actually, it's 3 days before the President, Ferdinand Marcos Sr., left the country. 3 days before. 3 days before. Ano ba nung nangyari 3 days before? Okay? Ano yun? We're telling the story by having footages of the past in it. And then there's one story ng pamilya nila inside those footages na incorporated dun sa buong story. So it's a docudrama actually.
It's a docudrama. The film is supported by archival footage.
Right.
And Alan, tell us about your role in that film.
Araw ko dito, isa akong jeepney driver. Simpleng mamayan, simpleng naghahanap buhay with my family, mga kids ko. Pero ako yung parang ako yung may pinaglalaban akong prinsipyo.
Okay.
Kaya ako yung sumasama sa rally, ako yung matapang na humaharap sa mga ng government. Kumbaga, ako yung parang siyempre against the government.
So parang aktivista.
Aktivista.
You're a dissenter.
Iyan, ako
Dito
yung
sa
aktivista.
Role.
Dito. Kaya ako yung reason din kung bakit, kumbaga, nagkaroon ng malaki rally.
Siya ang reason kung bakit yung buong pamilya niya namulat.
Namulat at sila yung parang, kumbaga, yung dugong tinaya ko dito, yung buhay ko, parang ganyan. Yun ang pinaglaban nila. Kung paano si Dario napahamak, paano si Dario, yung paninindigan niya nandyan para sa family niya, sa asawa niya, sa mga anak niya. So, yun ang role ni Dario dito sa Oras de Peligro.
Correct.
Okay. More about the film Oras de Peligro when we come back after this commercial break.
Nasa kamay mo ang swerte, ngunit hindi ito isang laro na para lang sa'yo. Dahil bukod sa pag-asang maging milyonaryo, ang pagtangkilik mo sa loto at ipapang produkto ng PCSO ay nakakalikom ng pondo para sa mga programang pangkalusugan, tulong at serbisyong medikal at kawang-gawa.
Lahat ng minimithi makakamtan sa PCSO.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ano bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga parties, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Hello mga katribu, welcome back to Spotlight. I am Matthew Pirante-Pérez. Still with me would be Director Lamangan and Alan Dizon.
Yeah.
So Alan, going back to Dario, your character, was he based on a real life character or was he a composite character? By that meaning, a compilation of people being represented by Dario.
It's a composite character. Yung
Composite
storya
character,
nila Cherry Pie, composite characters lahat yun. Pero may mga nag-experience talagang tao na gano'n ang ginawa.
So you
So based on true story.
Yes.
based on a true story, composite
Characters, yes.
experiences of multiple people
Yes.
that were embodied
Yes.
by their character.
Put into one character.
Put into one character.
Yes.
Yes.
I am prepared always, especially bawal malate sa kanya. Pag nalate ka, yun yung talagang ayaw na ayaw niya. So yun natutulong ko sa kanya, always feel the scene. Sabi lagi sa akin, simula nung time na ginawa namin yung dukot. Tapos ngayon, alam ni Direk kung paano ko nag-start, alam niya kung paano ko nakagawa ng iba't ibang character, iba't ibang role. Hindi yung mga awards eh. Kumbaga, yung experience ko working with Direk Joel, other directors, kung paano sila, iba-ibang style kung paano sila mag-direct. Pero Direk Joel is different from other directors. Siyempre, lahat sila magaling. Pero yun nga, sabi ko nga, parang siya yung talagang namulat ako, minahal ko yung craft ko, minahal ko yung trabaho ko because of Direk Joel.
Actually, si Direk Joel, nasa bucket list ko yan nung umaarte pa.
Oo naman, lahat naman eh.
The two directors I wanted to work with, sadly, hindi natuloy yung isa because she passed away. I always wanted to have a film or appear in a film directed by Marilu Diaz-Abaya.
Oo nga, no.
But unfortunately,
Hindi ko rin siya naging director.
hindi ko siya naging director during my days. But wow, I would have wanted that. Now, back to, as you mentioned, awards. You won your first Gawad Urian
Gahadurian, yeah.
for Magkakabaong.
Magkakabaong.
And you are a FAMAS Hall
Hall
of
of
Famer.
Famer,
5 awards. Is this something that people know about you, or is this something that people get surprised by when they hear it?
Yeah, alam na nila yun. Siguro yung sabi nga nila para non-stop yung pag-congratulate sa akin, every film, lahat may mga nominations ako, lahat may mga awards ako. Pero Direk Joel din, part din siya ng mga pelikulang nagawa ko dyan sa mga awards na yan.
awards niya. Marami siyang international awards at best actor.
Yeah, even international, meron na rin,
siya.
marami na rin.
At kapag si Alin ang nasa set mo at siya ang main actor mo, wala nang masyadong problema ang director. Because he knows what to do.
Yeah. I've seen him act. We appeared in
He
a show
knows what to
together.
do. He comes on time. It's a very good attitude. Dapat siya ang pinaparisan ng mga iba pang actor. It's really good.
Kasi nung nasa Kung Fu Kids tayo, and I was just watching you act. Because that's what I did when I was starting out. I would watch not just the lead actors, but everyone.
Everyone.
Because everyone has a different acting style.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story to tell.
Totoo.
And I watch everyone to learn from as many as I can. Now, when I was watching you, I was like, boy, this man is brilliant. So, ano na ako sa isang tabi, I was just watching. And I go, okay, I get it. But yeah, imagine, even during my early days, you didn't know this, but you actually taught me something.
Yeah, oo talaga.
So, totoo yung sinasabi ni Direk Joel na you really are, walang kahirap-hirap. You're good at what you do.
Yun ang masaya, parang lahat, di ba, walang kahirap-hirap katrabaho.
Yung director, iba na lang muna iintindihin, hindi yung kanyang interpretation.
Parang, okay, hindi kita problema kasi
Oo,
alam ko
kasi
ano
alam
mo
ko
gagawin.
magaling ka. Oo.
You will
That's
focus,
right.
you will shift or
To
pay
others.
special attention to either the other stars
Oo.
or other aspects
Yes,
of the
the
production.
technical aspect of the production. There are many aspects of the production. Kaya pwede kang mamili kung saan ka muna pupunta. Hindi mo siya problema on the set.
Hindi siya problema. on the set.
Yes.
Wow. You know, to hear that coming from Direk Joel is
Oo naman.
That's true. I'm saying that I'm telling the truth. Kahit na nandiyan sa sarapan, but that's true.
yeah.
That's true. Totoo yung sinasabi ko.
So you mentioned you did 6 movies last year.
I did.
Okay, and then yun na nga.
And
You
then I
the
had a heart
triple
attack.
bypass. You had a heart attack, triple bypass. How many films are you going to make for 2023?
Baka hindi ko nga makaya na ng ganong kadami this time. Mamimili na talaga ako.
You think that was brought about by the number of films you made? The
No,
heart
no,
attack?
no.
Hindi naman.
Hindi.
It's just it kind of slowed you down, so bawas muna.
Oo. I would like to slow down for a while.
Okay. But what are your future projects, if you're allowed to disclose them?
Well, I have one in March, and I will start one also end of Feb. Yung end of Feb, ako pwede ko na ba sabihin dito? I mean, it's a very good story
It
of
could be an exclusive, I don't mind.
of a whore
Okay.
during the revolution who joined Katipunan.
Wow.
Yun, ganung istorya during the time of Rizal.
During the time of Rizal.
Oh, kasi may whore na naman mga
Oo
panahon na
naman.
yun. Okay?
There's a reason prostitution is known as the
Correct.
world's oldest profession.
Pero nakapag boyfriend siya ng isang katipunero. Namatay yung boyfriend.
Okay.
So he joined the Katipunan and
So-
be the leader of that group.
This sparked some kind of fire in her belly to join the Katipunan.
Yes.
So, for the lack of a better term, this war epic, this is a war epic, isn't it?
This is a war story.
It's a war story.
It's not that epic because the budget does not,
The budget is
does
not
not
epic.
allow to define it as epic. It's a
Okay.
war story.
Okay, it's a war story told through the eyes of a prostitute.
Told through the eyes of a prostitute. Actually, you're watching the story of the prostitute, and then the revolution comes in. That's how it is.
Wow. This is coming out in March, or are you shooting it
No,
in
I'm
March?
shooting it end of Feb.
You're shooting it end of Feb.
Lapit na, direct.
Wow,
I
malapit
hope
na.
it pushes through. Yeah.
Malapit na. Are there any more details you are at liberty to share, or is it something that we cannot talk about?
I cannot tell who the actors will be.
That would have been my next question.
Not
So,
yet.
wala pa.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
So that's something that you will be shooting end of February. So that's one. Other than that,
I will have a bioepic from a known general which I cannot divulge.
okay, a biopic
be
of a
sometime
known
in
general
March.
sometime in March. Munti
Yun
ko,
muna.
munti ko nang itanong, how will you fit? Oh nga pala, 7 to 10 days.
Yun muna.
Kasi direct na siya. Kung gusto niya everyday,
Yun
ganyan.
muna, yun muna. After oras de peligro, yun muna ang aking bibigyan ng pansin. And then I have a love story pa pala.
A love story.
A love story. Sometime in March too.
Wow. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. And of course, I'm sure the projects won't end there, but so far, for the foreseeable future or the immediate future, this is what you have.
This is what I'm planning to have.
Right. Planning to have. Okay. And how about you, Alan? What about you? What's
Ah,
going to be lined up for you this year?
yung gagawin namin ni Adolf Alex, yung with Jacqueline Jose,
Yes.
Accepted in Love. Pero so far, yun muna eh.
Yun ang muna.
Yun muna. Actually, minsan hindi mo naman na-expect. May dumarating na role, may dumarating na trabaho. So, mahirap din na, kumbaga, mahirap mag-plan. Alam mo yun, kung may plano ka na gawing ganito, ganun. Depende sa director, tsaka sa producer, or sa di ba, kung ano yung tatanggapin mong trabaho.
I think I read in one article, but I'm not even sure if I am correct, but I believe I read in one article, didn't Jacqueline Jose say she was retiring?
No, she's not.
She's not.
She's
No.
not retiring. She's still working. She loves to work.
Yun nga eh. So, I came across an
Yeah,
article,
there was
but
an article that I read too.
you read it also, no?
She was retiring. She's thinking of retiring. But hindi naman siya nagre-retire.
Oo,
She's
hindi.
still working.
And-
She's still appearing on soap and you know.
Yes.
It would be a waste kung magre-retire siya.
Oo,
I mean,
sayang naman.
Jacqueline Jose is
Slow down siguro, not retire.
maybe.
Siguro.
But recently we have been in the international spotlight as far as entertainment is concerned. Dolly De Leon
Ngayon, yeah, si
broke
Dolly.
the glass ceiling and made history as the first
Filipina.
Filipina to be nominated for the Golden Globe, the BAFTAs, and she has won many awards
Yeah.
playing the role of
LA.
Abigail in Triangle of Sadness.
Right.
We're singling out the Golden Globes and the BAFTA, but all the other awards there, those are all firsts for Filipinos. All the majority of the other awards there, including the Swedish equivalent of the Oscars, the Guldebag Awards.
So first time din, Filipina.
If there are any Swedish viewers, please forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation. I believe it's Guldebag. So if I sound like I'm butchering it, I apologize. So yeah, I think she won the Guldebag Awards yesterday or the other day.
LA Critics Award yata. She won Critics Award.
I
sa
will
LA.
also check that. I will also
Please check on that.
Sobrang dami kasi yung
Oo,
napanalunan
marami
eh.
siya napanalunan and so
I was
happy for
I
that.
interviewed her yesterday and wow, seeing her play the role of Abigail and being with her in the flesh. She's actually very petite, but
very
she has a commanding presence.
Yeah.
And what I loved about her is she addressed everybody by their names and she was very inclusive and accommodating, and it was just great. So now that there's Dolly De Leon, recently also the very talented Chai Fonasier
Sorry for a share of
did
it.
Nocibo.
Nocibo.
Yes, I also saw that film. And
Sol Cruz.
Sol Cruz, Soliman Cruz, yes.
Soliman Cruz,
Did a movie also.
I think that was for HBO din yata.
Hindi ko alam. It was shot in somewhere there in Europe. I don't know.
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. So we have been making rounds We've been making the rounds internationally. No, there's a lot of buzz, particularly for our fellow artists, Dali De Leon, Shai Fonasier, Soliman Cruz, Jacqueline Jose won the Cannes Film Festival, I believe in 2016, for Marosa.
Forma Rosa.
What are the chances of Oras de Peligro making it to a larger audience? And
Well,
potentially Allen having the same nomination.
Why not? Yeah, if it will be shown abroad, it's a very political film. Very defined with the experiences of the Filipinos during that time. Why not? Baka.
Baka, di ba?
Baka.
Oo.
There's nothing wrong na isali or isama. Yeah. Why not? Cherry Pie and Allen were very good in the movie.
I can imagine. I actually can't wait for the
Yeah.
premiere. I will be seeing you guys there.
Yeah.
Can't wait. So, that being said, we've talked about future projects and all, but what do you guys do on your downtime?
Me, I stay home.
Okay.
Sa bahay lang ako, I read. I watch Netflix.
All right.
And then sleep. That's all I do. Sometimes I go out sa mga sing-along bars. I like to sing, even if
Nice.
I'm not a singer. But I like to sing. And people has to listen. I want them listening.
I think I may have heard you sing once in a video clip. I can't be sure, but Joel was also there. The other Joel Pablo Salud.
Okay.
Yeah, because he sings quite well. I'm sure
Yeah,
you've
I
heard him
know,
sing. He
I
sings
know,
quite
I
well.
know.
But I haven't heard Inday sing, not yet.
I heard Inday.
Really?
She can sing.
I haven't heard
Oo,
Inday
she
sing.
can sing.
Not yet.
Sa 60th birthday ni May Paner, mayroong pianist doon at ano daw sa 60th birthday no. Yung mga
Is it this year ba?
this year.
Ay, sabay-sabay sila, Joel, Inday, and May.
Yes.
Lahat sila sorry, ni-reveal ko na yung mga edad nila. Pero sabay pala silang tatlo. Nice, nice, nice. How about you, Alan? What do you do in your downtime?
Exercise, tennis, playing tennis every day, basketball. I do camping with my family. I love nature. So every time nasa mga bundok ako, sa mga lake,
Nagka-camping sila.
camping ako, yan. Overlanding, off-roading, so yan.
Etong downtime na to, is this hard to come by or is there enough?
Enough na. As long as nag-enjoy ka sa ginagawa mo, di ba? As long as you're enjoying your life, especially with time with your family and friends.
So there is time. There is enough time for,
Oo naman.
for married life,
Yeah.
for, being a father, being a husband.
Yes, ang dami kong time, lalo pag walang trabaho. Pag may trabaho, siyempre focus. And wala muna. So, set aside yun. Kalimutan ko muna yung mga camping, tennis, so, trabaho muna.
Okay.
After work, so, balik ulit.
All right. Now, what can viewers expect sa Oras de Peligro?
Para sa akin siguro, isa tong hindi nila makakalimutan pelikula. Yung mga generations ngayon, yung mga millennials siguro, hindi nila alam kung ano yung nangyari before yung martial law, 'di ba? About yung mga ganung rally, wala naka-experience ito eh. So itong pelikulang Oras de Peligro, it is a time para malaman ng mga kabataan, especially mga kabataan, kung ano yung mga past na nangyari sa ating, 'di ba, sa ating bansa.
Okay. How about you, Direk Joel? What can viewers expect?
Well, matututo sila sa kung ano ang nangyari ng 3 days bago umalis si Marcos sa palasyo. Kung ano talaga ang nangyari ng mga panahon na yon. Malalaman nila. May hindi makakagusto, lalo na yung hindi naniniwala. Siyempre, meron mga ganun eh. Pero maraming maniniwala dahil yun talaga ang katotohanan ng sinasabi ng pelikula. Yun talaga ang nangyari. May batayan. Ang batayan ay yung mga newscast nung panahon na yun. Yun naman yun, nilagay ko doon. Nung panahon na yon, talagang nilagay para maging makatotohanan at matuto ang mga manonood sa totoo talagang nangyari nung panahon na yon.
All right. And when will the film come out? Like, when will it be available to the public?
March 1?
Yes, March 1.
March 1?
But we have a premiere night on the 23rd of
Yeah,
February.
Feb 23,
Yes,
premiere
which I
night.
wouldn't miss for the world.
Yeah, manood ka, panoorin mo.
I will definitely be there. All right. Well, would you like to invite our viewers to watch the upcoming film?
I'm inviting everybody to please watch Oras de Peligro on February 23 saan ba tayo? Mega Mall?
Mega Mall din.
Mega Mall po. February 23. Marami po kayong malalaman at matututunan. Maiko-correct po yung mga ibang perception na sinasabi sa mga panahon na ito. Sa panahon na ito po ay maraming kasinungalingang lumalabas-labas. Kailangan malaman natin ang katotohanan. Itong pelikulang itong po ang magsasabi ng katotohanan para sa inyo. Salamat po.
Alright, how about you, Alan?
Yan, Oras de Peligro, March 1 na po. Sana suportahan natin ng pelikulang Pilipino. Kasama ko dito si Chera Picache at marami pa pong iba. And of course, directed by Joel Lamangan.
Thank you po.
Alright.
Thank you.
There you go, mga katribu. Joining me today was Direct Joel Lamangan and Gawad Urian awardee and famous Hall of Famer, Alan Dizon. Catch fresh episodes of Spotlight every Wednesdays at Daily Tribune's Facebook page or Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, this has been Matthew Pirante-Pérez. See you next episode.